Okay, so now to start off with, this is how the, let's say the scenario is that we have to implement. Let's go to this particular website, the cowin.government.in. Okay, here we'll have something called dashboard. So if you scroll down, each state wise they have given this entire vaccination tracker. We need to download this, and we need to, what we say, entire table has to be downloaded, download and send this over the email, the Excel sheet. So this is the one of the requirement that they have given. So let's build this requirement. First and foremost, our requirement is, as I said, everything now that we design has to be in try catch finally block.
Yes.
Okay. Next, we have to, our logging will do at the end. Next that we have is, we'll have to go to the URL. So this URL, we are going to create it in the assets. So I'll say Cowin URL. Now we'll go here. We'll have to first and foremost open the browser. Let's say we'll open Chrome browser. And then the URL will come from asset. Let's give the name of the asset, value, put it in a folder. Now that site URL we are going to pass here. The first step of the process is done, like we're going to the browser, opening the specific URL. Once the site URL is launched, what we'll have to do is, we will have to click on dashboard. So what we'll do is, there's a click operation. So let's select a click activity. And here I will say, click on dashboard. Post clicking on dashboard, once we click on dashboard, this particular web page will open. So here we'll have to scroll down, and this is the data that we are looking for. So here what we will do is, do the data scraping in the process. Let's see if it's able to extract the entire table in one go or not. No, it's not. Let's try one by one every column. So here I'll say first and foremost is state name. So this way it will give us all the state name values. Let's continue further. We'll say today goes administered today. Okay, next we'll continue and say like total dose administered. Next, continuing further, we'll say dose 1 administered. So now our entire table is ready. Right from all the states, it's able to capture properly. Now, what we are doing to, if what is the maximum number of results? So we'll keep 0. And then we'll click on finish. We don't have multiple pages. If you look at it, we only have data into a single page. Say, click on no. So once that is done, our entire data scraping is done. Data is extracted in a table. So if you look here, data is extracted in a table. So I'll say dt, rename it as dt, twice data. This is done. Now we want to, write this data into Excel file. What we can do is Excel application scope. If you want Excel application scope also, we can use it, or we can directly give what we say right range also. So I'll give the file name here as Kobe data.excel s6. And we have said create new if doesn't exist. Okay. And then here we'll have to do right range. Since we are using Excel application scope, I will do right range of Excel. Here we can give whatever name of the sheet that we want. The starting cell range, we are going to give the data table name, which is going to write our data. We are going to add the headers. And then Yes. So this Excel name also, if you want, we can get it from assets. So we don't have to hard code anything in the code. So now my Excel data is also written. And then once the data is written, if I want to send the mail, subject I will say moving data sheet structure for okay. And then we'll give port number. Okay, you can type in your email ID. This is done. Let's rename every step. We're getting here asset per URL. And then we okay. This is the entire process. So we have designed right from beginning, like we have taken exception handling, and we have given each and every step-by-step proper naming convention, logging, going, or getting all the value from assets, doing the opening of the browser, clicking on the dashboard, extracting data. So let's execute this process now. Okay, so process times executed. So this project will have a file. Yes. So this is all our values. If you look now, you should have received the mail. Even before writing, once the data is generated, suppose I want to sort this entire table from A to Z, so I can do that here. So we'll give the name of input data table, where initial column name was state name. Let's say we want everything in A to Z only. So I can do state name. Okay, and then if you want, you can say here. Okay, so that's how we implement projects. So it's like, meaningfully we'll have to do it. And all the steps that we design should be like what we say, properly named every step by step. Okay, so this is one such type of example that you can implement. I'll give one more example today. Okay, so this is another set of example. Here in this particular website, See, okay, this is a stock exchange website where if we enter the stock codes of any website, then what happens is we will get the value. So our task today is that we enter the different stock codes here, and we get the value, collect that value, put it in the Excel sheet, and what we say, we again circulate that wherever required. So for this process, let's say, what we're going to do is we are first going to create one Excel file. Let's create another project. Okay, some of the code that I know is BBC. Okay, so these are the different codes that we have for this particular, what we say, requirement. Now, we can have multiple, we'll get from this same website only. So what our task is to do is first go to this particular website, nasdaq.com. Okay, so here what we'll do, we'll go to this. Here under the find option, we'll have to type that code. The moment we type, right, the entire details about that is given. We're supposed to click on that. Once it is done, we'll have to click on real time. Once we click on real time, yes, this 4 values: NLS volume, previous close, today's high, 52 weeks high low. These 4 values that we want to capture, and post capturing, what we want to do is in this input sheet, each code by code, let's say if this is BBCA's value, we'll create here the new sheet for BBCA. Say here I'll create one sheet for BBCA, and we'll have to update that particular value. Then at the end, close this entire sheet and send it by mail. This is our requirement.
Okay.
So we're going to create a new asset for this site also. So we'll see NASDAQ site URL. Whatever is the value, let's provide that value. So here again the process will start from try catch. Inside that we'll do first get asset with the name of the asset. Next, we'll have to do open browser. Go to the specific URL and select the browser that we want to open. Next, post opening, as we know, we'll have to click on this particular stock value. But before that, we have to get what is the code. So for that, what we have to do is we have to do Excel application scope. Okay, pass the sheet name, input file. Can even browse directly from here. And then we are doing a read range. Whatever is the sheet name, we'll have to pass that code. So we're going to provide that here. We're giving the full range to read, and whatever the result is, we're going to store in the data table. So we'll see DP company codes. Next, we'll have to get one by one each and every code. So for that, we're going to use for each data table. Here we are going to pass that data table name that we want to iterate. We want to get the values of the cell. So we'll say get code. So here we have to, what is the name of the column that will pass it. The row is the current row. The value, let's create the variable, say company code. So we got our first company code here. Now we'll check what next. We have to type this code into the browser. So we'll use a type into activity right here the moment we got it. So I'll use type into activity. Indicate this on the browser where we want to type. Let's show this one, find a symbol. The value that we want to type is the company code. Let's make sure that selectors are going to be input in unique. Yes. So now we have typed the code. Let's say we have typed what company code. Let's see, EBCA is what we have typed. Suppose if I do here PBCA, we'll get a value in the drop down. I need to click on this value. So what we're going to do is do a click operation. Let's indicate on our screen the item that we want to click. And yeah, so it should be dynamic value. So let's not make it fixed. So we'll keep it star. Then also validate this if it's matching or not. It's only clicking on BBCA. Let's click on everything. Let's revalidate this. Let's say I change the value to something else. PEP. Does it work for that also? So we'll cross verify here only. That change in my value should not stop me from picking the values. So let's select this and highlight it. Yes, it's picking the first one. So now that we have clicked on it, what will happen in real time is it will take us to the next page. Suppose if the bot clicks here, it will go to the next page. Next page, first and foremost, what we have to do is check if the real time is available or not. So we'll do element exist activity here. Then we'll point it like, do I have a real time value here? You can see variable. This real time access. If this is going to exist, then we want to continue our operation further. So this is equal to true. Let's continue our operation, else we don't. To continue the operation, what we'll have to do is we'll have to extract this entire. Okay, we'll click on real time. Here is the value. So let's check for something before it starts extraction again. Let's say element exists. Next, we'll check what is that it can do it. Let's say, let's check if this element has appeared or not. Or let's select this title. And let's make all this generic. That's the common for everything, so I've just left it as it is. Now I'm saying variable NLS exists. If this exists, then only we want to continue. If this exists, let's see, data scraping is working here. Yes, it's able to extract everything as it is. So let's extract simply the same way. Since it doesn't have header, it has been given column 0, column 1. We'll click on finish. There's no multiple page. Click on no. Data scrapping is done. Okay. So now our data is extracted. Next, we have to update this data back to the Excel sheet. So what we'll do is already Excel application is scope is here. Hopefully we are inside Excel application scope. Yeah, inside for each loop. So what we have to do is next we'll have to write the data. So here After attach browser, I will say like right range of Excel. Since we are inside the Excel application scope, this will also work. And then we'll have to tell what's the name of the table. And give the different data table name. So DP. And then we'll give this. See, sheet name, as I said, it has to be dynamic, right? So to make it dynamic, what we'll do is we wanted to update by company code. So that company code we are already getting at the beginning of this particular process here. So you simply write that variable name, exactly correct. So that will directly update the sheet name as the company code name. If you want, we can write the headers. It will start column 0, column 1. So this is the first transaction. Transaction is completed. So here, this is closed, this is closed. So after the end of the first transaction, I want to start again from beginning. So what we'll do is we'll do a click operation and I'll indicate on the screen that you click back on NASDAQ button. This will take us to the home page. So this is the overall process. Hopefully it will work. Now let's write the catch block also. This is the exception message. Okay. First, we'll try to execute, and after that, we'll come in what we see, write the logging part. Let me close this now. Let's see. Hopefully, we're not missing anything. Let's execute this process now. I could not find it. I missed the.
Okay.
Here and then your attached browser. So this is having the PepsiCo name. That's why it failed. Data scraping part could not be completed. And the click that we did Is it real time? This is okay. But click here. Yeah. So hopefully now it will work. Let's re-execute it. Now you can see the first value is extracted. It has clicked on the home page. It's coming to the second value now. So now the for each loop will get the second value. It will again check for the code. It will extract the value. Since we are in a for each loop, one by one, we'll iterate for each and every value. So like this, when we work in real time, selectors really matters. So we'll have to check for every step that the selectors are properly going to work for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now everything is done. I forgot to add the mail activity, but now if you go and look the Excel, see here, each and every code by code, we have the values. This was our original code.
Correct.
So this is how we can do it. We can even add the email step post this. Now let's do the proper login for this particular process. This file name also, if we store it in server, we can give it the variable name here.
How do we, sir, differentiate between write line and log message?
Write line will only show you the result in the output panel.
Mm-hmm.
The log message will write the result in the output panel as well as in your orchestrator everywhere.
So it is like getting stored every time.
Everywhere, yes. And that is why we're using everywhere, what we say, log message, not the write lines.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is how your entire process will look like.